What's up, guys? I'm back for another movie recommendation. I know I usually say, like, these movies that I put out and recommend to you guys, especially if you haven't seen it yet, I usually say, oh, it'd be good to, like, maybe watch with your kids, or, like, it's good for both adults and young children to watch, like, nothing bad or vulgar. This movie I'm about to recommend to you guys, leaning towards a more vulgar and explicit side, so I would highly recommend not to watch it with your kids or young people under the age of, like, I don't know. I mean, the rating is R, so under 17, but I mean, like, maybe, like, you can get away with, like, maybe a 14-year-old or 15-year-old, but yeah, no one younger than that. So I just won't beat around the bush. The movie I'm going to recommend to you guys today is Sex Drive. It's a comedy that I discovered maybe a couple years after it came out. It kind of flew under the radar for me. I didn't really hear much about it in movie theaters. I think I streamed it on something. I don't know. Was streaming available back then? No, it was not. So how did I hear about it? I'm drawing a blank, but I heard about it some way and I watched it and it was funny. I honestly was, I'm not going to say blown away because it's not amazing, but like, I was pretty happy with how this movie was put together and how funny it was, because like, it just caught me off guard, because from like the trailer before I watched the movie, it just looked like another raunchy teen road trip comedy that didn't look any different than all the other movies, but like, it just made me laugh a lot, and just the humor in it. And I feel like, yeah, some of the humor probably wouldn't fly today in, today's day and age. But back then, they said a lot of dumb stuff, and especially in this movie, they said a lot of dumb stuff. So I'll just give you the rundown, basic plot, synopsis. It's about this young man who is a senior in high school, and he not having really good luck with the ladies, I guess, especially in his high school. So he meets this girl online, and I guess they got to talking and stuff like that, but they get to talking this one night, and she says if you come all the way to where she's at, because she's nowhere near where he lives, that she will go all the way with him. So that is basically how the movie goes from point A to point B. So the whole movie is him driving across state lines. It's from him and a couple friends driving to meet this girl so he can lose his virginity, basically. So yeah, you can see how I thought this would be like any other teen comedy. But it just made me laugh a lot more than I thought it would, and it honestly probably will make you laugh. The movie stars Josh Zuckerman. I haven't seen him in a lot. He's the main character. He's the teen who wants to lose his virginity with this girl. Also, his best friend, Amanda Crew. I haven't seen her in a lot of stuff, but I have watched the show Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is the latest thing I've seen her in. I haven't seen her in a lot, but that is probably the most recent thing I've seen her in. And yeah, she's really funny in this movie, as well as in Silicon Valley. That's also a show that I recommend to you guys, a bonus for today. Also, there is Clark Duke. Clark Duke is a guy I've only also seen in kind of raunchy comedies as well. I've also seen him in, big role he was in was Hot Tub Time Machine 1 and 2. So yeah, he's in those type of comedies, I feel. He was also in The Croods, Clark Duke, and as well as, I remember, Kick-Ass. He was in Kick-Ass too, so that's another kind of raunchy it's an action movie, but also comedy. It's kind of raunchy. It's rated R. But also, yeah, like I said, Hot Tub Time Machine 1 and 2. Let's see what else Amanda Crew has been in. Oh, she's been in a couple. Oh, she was in Final Destination. I should have said that. I remember her in that, Final Destination. So I have seen her before Sex Drive. Also, The Haunting of Connecticut. I've actually seen that movie a long time ago. So she's been in a fair amount of stuff I've actually seen. A person I would like to mention is Josh Zuckerman's brother in this movie, who is played by James Marsden. I mean, I feel like a lot of people know who that is. I mean, most recently, I think he starred in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but also Cyclops and X-Men. He's been in a lot. He's been in a lot of roles. He's probably the biggest actor in this movie that came out of this movie, Sex Drive. But it's also just because like he's playing such an out-of-pocket character in this movie that you wouldn't see him usually play this type of character in any of the movies he's casted in today. So it's just kind of funny. I mean, like he has like frosted tips and like spiky hair, and just he's kind of like, excuse my language, kind of a douche, to be honest. He's the older brother, and yeah, he's just really mean to Josh Zuckerman's character. Also, I forgot to mention a fairly known actor, Seth Green, is in this movie. He plays an Amish person character in this movie, and it's just funny to see him because it's so, I don't know, it's just so out of left field seeing his character in this movie, because he's only in it for maybe 15 minutes tops, all his scenes put together. But yeah, he's in it for a short time, but he's also pretty funny on the time he is on screen, which is, yeah, I just wanted to mention. Getting straight down to it, I guess the reason why I'm recommending this movie for you guys today is because it just has, I feel like it has a good group of friends in this movie and has a good message, somewhat, of this movie. I mean, the whole main plot of this movie is to go lose your virginity, which is kind of not that great, but I mean, just the whole end message about, like, I'm not going to give away too much if you guys decide to watch this, but just friendship, basically, and just like good friends are hard to come by, and just like, yeah, they always look out for you, and like, just like they're willing to go with their friend on this road trip to, well, actually the girl best friend doesn't really know in the beginning why they're taking this road trip, but yeah. It's just really funny, and just like the humor in this, and it's just like a type of comedy they don't really put out anymore. Well, they do put out crude and vulgar comedy still, but I mean, like, I don't know, like the type of stuff they say in this movie and just like the humor they use, I feel you wouldn't see it in a movie that's coming out lately. I know I say that a lot about my recommendation movies, but it's true. They don't make them like they used to. The director of this movie is Shawn Anders. I don't know his name, so I had to look him up on IMDb. What he has directed so far is just like a few low budget kind of comedies like Daddy's Home 2. Those are semi-funny movies. Instant Family, he also wrote that. That's a good movie in my opinion. Also, That's My Boy. I mean, I know a lot of people hate that movie, especially because, you know, Adam Sandler comedies have kind of gone downhill as of lately, but I've seen that movie and I got a laugh out of it. But yeah, also Sex Drive, Horrible Bosses 2. So he's written a lot. He's a Hot Tub Time Machine. I'm looking at his list right now. We Are the Millers, Dumb and Dumber 2. Yeah, his resume is stacked with a lot of movies. So he's been in the game for a while. But now looking at all he's done, I've seen a lot of his work. So I just had to research more about this guy. So you know what I gotta do. You know I always gotta add this into my videos. Does the movie hold up? No. I'm just gonna say it right off the bat. No. I cannot see Hollywood making a movie like this, especially with this type of humor nowadays, because I don't think it fits Hollywood's type of, I don't know, I guess I'll say agenda for the type of movies they feel like making or producing. And I just feel like the type of humor used in this movie wouldn't fly in today's day and age. Because, yeah, they use some pretty crude and, I don't know, vulgar and kind of like words that wouldn't be thrown around left and right like they used to back in the day. But in my opinion, the movie is still funny to me. The jokes are still dumb. I mean, like, they're just jokes at the end of the day. They're just not meant to be taken seriously, and just the type of scenarios they get in, which is dumb. Like, there's one scenario where the gang gets involved in like this Christian religious group at this fair, and like he gets pulled up on stage, and I think it has something along the lines of he's about to repent for sinning, for like lusting over these women or something like that, and like he gets like there's no other easier way to say this. He gets a boner on stage, and so like he gets called out by all the women, and they're just getting mad at him and stuff like that. And it's just like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's dumb stuff like that are just, I feel, wouldn't be put out in today's movies. But who knows? I mean, Hollywood always does their own thing, and you never know what they're going to come out with next. I mean, like Sausage Party wasn't that long ago, and that was a crazy movie, especially the ending. So for me, the movie is still hilarious for today. and I still would laugh at it, I guarantee it, if I threw it on tomorrow or last night or just something. Yeah. What do I give this movie though for a rating? I would say a solid B. For a comedy, I mean, that's pretty high, especially for this type of comedy. I give it a solid B. It's still funny to the day for me and still makes me laugh, and I'm sure it will make you laugh if you're into that type of road trip buddy. Kind of get into a lot of scenarios where like you wouldn't see yourself in real life, but it's funny to see it in a movie. And just like there's one scene in particular where they meet this girl, truck stop, he's comforting her, he goes back to her place, then has sex with her, and she wants to do this sex move on him. It's pretty disgusting, the sex move. They don't show it, but she says it, and you could only think what she's about to do. It's disgusting, but also funny to watch. But yeah, so I give it a solid B. If you've been looking to laugh lately and you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend put it on. Just me recommending another movie to you, and I hope you guys like it, honestly. Alright guys, so that is gonna do it for today's recommendation video. I hope you guys get a chance to watch what I've recommended to you guys, and you let me know in the comments if you like it as much as I did, because I sure as hell got a kick out of it, and I hope you guys do too. I'm just here to, I guess, entertain you guys and give you guys material that you guys can work with and just something to do during this time that we're in right now. And I'm sure everybody needs a laugh where we're at. As I always say, if you like what you watch, don't forget to leave a like. I mean, if you really like what you watch, maybe you can subscribe for me. Would help me out. Also, in the comments, I'm curious to know what you guys' favorite kind of dumb, vulgar, I don't know, in-your-face road trip comedy is. I mean, maybe I haven't seen it and I would like to watch it and maybe recommend it to further other people that haven't seen it. So yeah, leave it down in the comments if you want to tell me what your guys' favorite comedies are that are like similar to this movie, if you know what I'm saying. Like just, yeah, in-your-face, vulgar type of dumb, humorous comedies, because I think I would get a kick out of it. Also, I hope you guys are having a great day. And 2020 is almost over, guys. See you in the next video, though. So, peace.